Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was, wanted to touch base on gang stalking again. This shit has been going through the roof. When I say going through the roof, it's like, the more you shine your light on something, the more you expose it. So if I took one of my ring lights or flashlight in a room that's completely dark, but it had one object in it, say it had a candle in there. The candle is invisible unless it's lit with a fire, but it's in a dark room. When you take that light in there, that candle becomes clearly visible, extremely visible. So it's no more hiding. So we are at this point in time and day and age to where it's no more hide and seek. We found you. We found you. You know what I'm saying? So they keep changing these masks up and changing their like tactics up, but it all still has the same vibration to it. So even if I bring you a marshmallow versus starburst, I'm bringing it to you with the same witchy energy behind it. You know what I'm saying? So if you happen to get sick from either one of those, it's because of the energy I put behind it. But the gang stalking is exceeding to a whole nother level these days. Like, it's to the point to where you don't even want to be around people anymore. And it like, you don't want to be around people anymore. You damn near barely even want to use any of your technology anymore. That's how bad this shit is becoming. Whether you are a gamer and you trying to play your game and your shit, your service just keeps going crazy. Whether you in your computer trying to get some business stuff done and you don't even need the internet, but now your computer is loading hella slow. Or maybe you a person that use your phone for everything. We got these expensive ass phones that most people don't even use them for their value, you know what I'm saying? But the other beings that gave them to us know their value. So you will also have things in there going on to distract you or slowing you down or hindering you. Like, I'm getting tired of every time I leave the house and pull out of my area, the first thing I see is somebody staring me in the fucking eyes doing some weird witchy shit. It's like, I don't know you from Adam and Eve. I don't know you. But I understand now, when I catch those eyes staring at me, I know it's something else driving that vessel at that time. They're trying to watch me to see what I'm doing, or they're just following me. You know, these entities, when they're hopping from vessel to vessel, they could be in one person that's walking on the street while you're driving. That one person look at you, you turn a few blocks down, and then you got a car beside you, and it looks like the same being, eyes looking at you. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same vessel, but you feel that same weird witchy energy coming from the car beside you. You know what I'm saying? So these demons is out here full force right now. You know what I'm saying? They full force, and they using every vessel that they can access to get to us chosen ones, as targeted individuals. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's doing anything positive, productive to raise their frequency or to raise this frequency. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a place now to where it's like, I don't even want to reach out and communicate with certain family members anymore, because I already understand what kind of energy I'm going to get from them. So why keep reaching out to certain beings knowing that this isn't going to lead to anything positive, productive, or forwarding? You know what I'm saying? It's been numerous of times I've been around family members. I'm pretty sure a lot of other beings and chosen ones, target individuals, have been around family members. You excited about what you got going on. It's building all this high energy vibration inside of you, and you want to share it with the world. But the closest people to you in the physical world is your friends and family. And these are the ones that don't give a fuck about you. And I only say that on a frequency scale because if they cared about you the way you care about yourself, they would be taking the steps to raise their frequency, so they're not an easy access for these demonic forces to fuck with your energy. I don't know how many times I've tried to chop it up with family members or associates, and the conversation starts off okay. You know, you start off the conversation talking about nothing. You know, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. All the regular bullshit spells you have to get out there. You know what I'm saying? But once you get past the spells, it's almost like you go blank because you want to talk about what you have going on, but you know this entity doesn't give a fuck about what you got going on. So basically it'd be you talking to the wall or you just saying your thoughts out loud, because they're not going to care or give you any good, insightful information back. Usually what they want to do is try to turn it to themselves or flip it. Flip the whole conversation to something else, so that way they don't have to give you any accolades or applaud you for any work that you're doing. When you are out here in this world, this Western world, this matrix we in, it's a spiritual battlefield. It is a spiritual battlefield. Everybody that has these human bodies, yes, we all look the same on the outside, but we are not the same on the inside. You know, and we have to get to a deeper understanding of that. If we is all the same on the inside, then your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your cousins, all of these beings, everybody would be working to raise their frequency. A lot of us have huge families, because either we got two sides, you know, your mom's side and your dad's side, and they're no longer together, or, you know, it's like, I guess you're going to have two sides, but then you can have multiple sides if some people got multiple kids. So that's also what I was getting at, because of the way it's set up these days. But we have 50, hundreds of family members that a lot of us don't even have access to. And if we do have access to, it's not really healthy information. It's not anything useful that we really going to get from it. So it defeats the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I've been ascending and raising this frequency, because first I had to raise my own frequency. It took me years before I even got to this space to where I was comfortable enough even sitting down in front of the camera doing this. I had to build up that inner strength and comfortability within myself, and I also had to gain the knowledge and information to correlate with my experiences. And I think the opposition, since we are gang stalked, since we are young, they see this elevation happening. I done been in YouTube jail, and I done already had 2 TikTok videos removed and been banned on there as well too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not somebody that's going around that's doing anything like out of the ordinary. I would say it's out of the ordinary for TikTok because it's not funny shit. You know what I'm saying? The same thing I'm giving y'all is the same thing I place up there. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, all these social medias is like a resume. If anybody want to see what's going on with you, they'll tap into one of your social medias. So for me, if it's a resume, if somebody tap into any one of my social medias, they're going to see what kind of energy that I choose to put out. You know what I'm saying? And the opposition see this as well too. And they take every opportunity to gang stalk you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take every opportunity. Every time you feel like something is flowing really good or really smooth, just know that everything happened in 3s, 6s, and 9s. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you have things flowing for you and you hit your 3 really big things, just know that the opposition is looking to come in there and put a wrinkle in there for you right away. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to create my own small obstacles, so that way I don't have to worry about, okay, this big ass mountain. I just went around and it created this little hill right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't flatten it all the way out. It has to be some obstacle there. You know what I'm saying? But the gang stalking doesn't minimize itself. Only thing it does is it turns up. It turns all the way the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Long as you raising your frequency and you using your powers and your abilities to move with the creator or your God. You know what I'm saying? But pay attention to the energy when you're around beings. I always am mindful of this because we're around a lot of beings and they say a lot of things, but pay attention to the energy. And always, the first thing I always like to do when I'm meeting beings is I'm always mindful of the eyes. I'm always mindful of the eyes because I'm trying to read you and I'm pretty sure you're trying to read me and process me. But the difference is I'm relating I'm reflecting your emotions back to you. I'm giving my energy and motion, but if you're in a certain space, my energy, because I'm empathic, is naturally going to reflect it back to you. You know what I'm saying? So I would be very careful of anyone that's like not in your bubble or your sphere or your space. You know what I'm saying? I would just be very wary of the first initial meet, like going into a store, or like, I just say store because everything goes under the store, whether it's a gas station or a fucking grocery store. You know what I'm saying? But the energy never lies. The energy never lies. When you go to the grocery store, that's one of the most weirdest, awkwardest spaces that a lot of people don't even talk about. And you can get gang stalked through the whole grocery store. It's been times where I went in the grocery store, I'm pretty sure other people that went in the grocery store, and you got people staring at you all weird as soon as you walk in the grocery store to try to grab a cart. You getting through the grocery store, you got maybe a fucking worker that just keeps popping up in the same fucking aisle as you, pretending like they're working on some shit, or maybe they're actually working on some shit. You know what I'm saying? You spin around another aisle, and then you got the same weird witchy motherfucker that was staring at you weird when you came in on this aisle. It's like it just keeps following you. You go into the checkout, and the motherfucker is right behind you in checkout. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not aware of the signs, and that it's not actually these vessels that's doing it, it's the driver. It's the driver. If somebody get into a car accident, you don't blame the car. You don't say, oh, goddamn, that car was in the way. You know it was the driver. You don't get out and you beat the other car up. You're going to get out and you're going to be frustrated with the driver. It's the same thing with the gang stalk, and it's never going to stop. It's not going to minimize until the war is over. But what we have to do is we have to acknowledge it and recognize it when we see it. If I acknowledge somebody over there trying to do some witchy shit, you know what I'm saying, and I recognize it, it won't get a reaction out of me. I'm only going to respond to it. And that's if I choose to respond. Reacting versus responding. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to run it up too long. You're tapping everything down below. Heartache and beans, you know what I'm saying? The jewelry is always up there too. Peace to the kings and queens.